Well, good evening everybody and welcome to Broadhurst Park, the home of FC United of Manchester, and this evening the home of the Frank Hanna Manchester FA Premier Cup final between Wythenshawe Town of the North West Counties and Radcliffe of the Northern Premier League. You join us live on the Manchester FA YouTube channel, and joining me for a bit of summarising this evening, speaking of FC United, it's the former first team coach. It's a big welcome to our broadcast to Roy Sewell. Hello Roy, how are you?
I'm fine, Ben, and how's yourself? It's a beautiful evening, isn't it?
Isn't it lovely? It's delightful here in North Manchester. We're here for the Manchester FA Premier Cup final, of course. Big occasion and a decent crowd here. We're in the TV gantry opposite the main stand, and you should be able to see the tunnel at the moment, but over on the left hand side there's a good batch of Radcliffe supporters there, and in the SMRE behind the goal some Wythenshawe Town supporters. Roy, this time of the season is very hectic, especially...
I've got to say this.
Yes, sorry Roy, yes.
You got that the wrong way round.
I didn't, did I?
Yeah, that there, over there is...
You know what, the banners give it away, don't they?
There you go.
Yes, Wythenshawe Town are in the first mistake of the evening. Wythenshawe Town in the main stand here, and Radcliffe behind the goal. Roy, hectic time of the season for a lot of clubs. This is where stuff gets decided, but it's a particularly busy period for Wythenshawe Town, who are going for that playoff spot in the North West Counties Premier Division. And speaking of the playoffs, Radcliffe are going for the playoffs in the Northern Premier League as well. And it all gets decided pretty much this Saturday.
Yeah.
So a lot for the managers to juggle at the moment, but this is a chance for silverware. So, you know, as you know, someone with experience of management with new mills and the like, you've got to go for it, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, what you need to do is focus on the next game. This is their next game. Don't worry about anything else. Get your focus on getting some trophies in the cabinet, and hopefully, you know, win it in a really nice manner.
Well, both teams now out onto the pitch. You should be able to see the trophy there just in front of the tunnel, and it's a glorious piece of silverware, isn't it? The Frank Hanna Manchester Premier Cup.
It is beautiful, yeah. I mean, before that actually came into play, it just used to be the Saturday County Cup, the Wednesday County Cup, and the Sunday County Cup. I have won all three, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know.
Sorry, did I miss that in my introduction?
Yes,
sorry,
I did.
sorry, Roy.
No, don't worry about it. But you know, it's a nice trophy, isn't it? It's a beautiful trophy. It reminds you of something like what was the old Division 1 trophy. Very similar.
Yeah, absolutely. And for both teams, well, Radcliffe have won this once before. They've got to 2 finals in the past. But for Wythenshawe Town, this is, well, it's... Well, every season's a brand new journey, really, for Wythenshawe Town. It's a club that's come an awfully long way in a short space of time,
yeah, and
doing really, really well as a club, both on and off the pitch at the moment. And they'd like nothing more, I don't think, than more silverware at semi-pro level.
They've done absolutely superb, because I remember these in the Manchester Premier Division, and they were always up there, you know, knocking away. But to be honest, the main team of that era was Wythenshawe Amateurs, but these have come on leaps and bounds and really done well.
Just to let you know, because well, both teams play in blue normally. Wythenshawe Town are the designated home side, so they're wearing the all blue strip. They'll be attacking right to left in this first half. Radcliffe wearing the cream away kit. Just to mention as well for both managers as well, because I mentioned how much they're juggling. Bobby Grant, obviously, this is his first full season in charge as player coach at Radcliffe. We all know his calibre as a footballer, but you know he got Radcliffe to within inches of the playoffs at the moment.
Yeah.
And you know James Kinsey as well. 2 very young managers.
Yeah. Well, I would say they are right on the brink of it, aren't they? Because I think there's, as my memory serves me, I think there's maybe 3 teams, including them, that are all on the same points.
Yeah, basically, I mean, both teams. Radcliffe are just outside the playoffs at the moment, behind Hyde, and 1 point ahead of Matlock. Hyde and Radcliffe separated by just goal difference at the moment. For Wythenshawe Town, they're in 3rd. 2nd gets you into the Step 4 playoff. Avro are there at the minute. 1 point separating the 2 teams. Avro are just round the corner, so we won't mention that too much this evening. But yeah, I mean it's all going down to the wire, and well, as we said, I mean it's that cup could be one of these two teams at the end of this game. So, yeah, it doesn't matter about the playoffs.
And these young, these young lads, what they'll want to do is that they won't want to embarrass themselves. So it'll be sleeves rolled up, effort at 100%, give as much as they can, and look at the support. I mean, they're really, they're two well-supported teams, in the local areas, tremendous.
Absolutely. Let me give you the teams quick. In fact, I'll do that as we get this game underway. I'll bring you both 11s when we have a break in play. But we're off and running here with Wythenshawe on the ball. And here's Jerome Wright with a long ball down the left-hand side. And left there by Lowe and cleared. Long ball played over the top for this early part of the game with Wythenshawe in possession. But played down that left-hand side and eventually cleared there by Adams for Radcliffe. And the second ball picked up here by Grivosti. And switch play there by Byrne. And Palmer looking to put the pressure on there, O'Brien. And pass back there to McIntyre. And McIntyre clears it, but not the best of clearances there.
Yeah, it was a little bit flat there, wasn't it?
It was a bit. And Wythenshawe back with the ball. And at this point, Roy, in these hectic cup finals, we get things like that where Aibo on the ball now, down the left-hand side. Aibo waiting for options, plays it into the near post, and it's first bit of practice there for Elliot Wynne. So let me give you the Wythenshawe Town team. Firstly, it's Wynne, Burton, Wright, Brotherton, Boone, Wilkinson, Byrne, Roberts, Lowe, Dwyer, and Palmer. And the Radcliffe team, it's McIntyre, Evans, O'Brien, Joyce, Smith, Thornley, Grivosti, Adams, Bainge, Aibo, and Navarro. And, well, we know some of these players, don't we, Roy, on both teams?
Yeah. To be honest, like I say, they might be in slightly different leagues and divisions, but the quality and the talent of them is quite, shall I say, level.
Well, Evans with a ball down the line there. And it's with Navarro, but Jerome Wright. And a big game for Jerome Wright. I'm pretty sure he's lifted this trophy for FC United in the past, and bags of experience. His youth a left winger, but now playing his trade as a full-back.
Well, I had him as an under-12s, 13 and 14 at Oldham Athletic in the academy there.
Well, Radcliffe with the ball. And here's Thornley. Thornley gets the ball back. And after a frantic opening, it is just about, just take the sting out of it a little bit and just get to your surroundings.
It is, and beautiful surroundings as well. The field is bang on ready for football. In fact, they had the sprinklers on a little bit earlier, prior to the football game kicking off. So it's taken a little bit of moisture as well.
Well, headed infield there by Grivosti, but that's going to get cleared there by Boone. The clearance picked up by Evans. And there's Grivosti again. And it's kept in play, and Evans plays the ball in field, but well worked. There's Lowe winning the ball back for Wythenshawe Town, but out of play for a throw-in.
Yeah, Benito Lowe worked back really well there to try and gain possession.
Jerome Wright there with a long throw for Lowe to chase onto. It's back to the goalkeeper who clears his lines. And long ball played over the top there, and that's going to go out of play. Should say Wythenshawe Town obviously get to this point have beaten some teams in this competition. Ashton United in the semi-finals, the holders, and FC United in the quarter-finals. So Radcliffe, there might be two divisions between these two teams, but Wythenshawe Town this season has already proved themselves to be very capable in this competition.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Radcliffe clear their lines, and it's going to go all the way back to Wynne. Wynne outside his area, clears it forward. Had a run there, but Dwyer trying to win that ball back, but it's cleared. Ooh, little elbow in the back there, but play continues with Radcliffe on the ball. With Adams. Adams looking to cross this ball in, but defended well there by Roberts. Out of play. Yeah, the pitch here at Broadhurst Park, I mean, it's brilliant this season. I mean, we're coming to the end of the season, you wouldn't know, would you?
No, it's absolutely superb.
Throw into Radcliffe. And Wythenshawe win this ball back, but then Evans gets it back. And here's Adams now.
Oh,
The Radcliffe skipper to the byline, crosses this ball in towards the back post. There's Bainge, nice header there, and a great save by the goalkeeper, but not fully cleared yet. And well, free kick. What an effort there by Luca Navarro, but a fantastic save by Elliot Wynne. First proper chance of the game, Roy.
Yeah, right in the top 90 there. He got a good, solid wrist onto it and managed to keep the ball out. But the thing was, to be honest, you had an attacker going for the ball, and he was moving in towards it, and you had the defender jumping from a standing start. That's why he managed to get a decent head and a nice bit of power on it.
We've had 6 minutes here at Broadhurst Park in North Manchester. 0-0 the score, but the first real chance there going the way of Radcliffe, but good save from Elliot Wynne. Ball out to this left-hand side now for Dwyer to chase onto. Dwyer. He's got Jerome Wright for company, but Dwyer goes for the cross in towards the back post area, and not been dealt with here by Radcliffe, and shot comes in there from Brotherton, but cleared. Brotherton there with a good effort and good defending from Radcliffe eventually. Burton with this throw in down the line, picked up here by Palmer. Here's Brotherton, and a cross comes in, and it's a good cross again, but a good clearance there from Radcliffe. And now Radcliffe looking to launch a counter-attack here with Adams, with a good ball down this right-hand side for Grivosti. Grivosti comes in field with it, puts it on his left foot and then switches play. And Radcliffe looking, there's a big blue wall there in front of this Radcliffe ball at the moment. Out towards the left-hand side now to O'Brien. The shot's going to come in here, I think, and again that hits a defender and cleared by Wythenshawe. But back with Adams, who's seen a lot of the ball in this opening 6 minutes or so. And played back there to McIntyre.
I'd say one thing, to be honest, Ben. I think Radcliffe are playing a lot more purposeful in the style.
Well, Wynn's going to have to clear his lines here and does a good job. And a good header won there by Evans. Possession back with Wythenshawe. Long ball played over the top here for Dwyer to run onto, but cleared there by Smith.
Well, look, lad.
We spoke about the experience of Jerome Wright, but Rick Smith as well for Radcliffe.
I remember Richard.
See, you call him Richard.
Yeah, well,
that's where we are, aren't we?
Really? That's what he was christened, or christened, should I say? But yeah, I know Richard
Bags of experience
from being in our youth team.
Well, free kick taken by Rick Smith. Header won there. And a good header won by Wilkinson, but kept in play over on the far side. That's a loose pass, which is going to go straight there to Dwyer.
Ball.
And give and go there with Lowe. And Dwyer on the ball. Dwyer just gets stuck under his feet slightly, unfortunately for Dwyer. And the Radcliffe fans enjoyed that. But it could have been a bit dangerous, that, Roy.
I'll tell you, I weren't certain what happened there, because he had the ball under control, moving into the penalty box, and then whether or not it hit a little divot and just rose above his foot as he was about to drag it through. We was just talking about the field of play,
yeah,
and I think that done him.
Well, McIntyre with this free kick. But here's Jerome Wright now. Jerome Wright plays the ball down this left-hand side here to Roberts. Roberts holds on to it. Waits for options, but Evans sliding in there. And there's Navarro back. Long ball played over the top there for Bainge to run onto. Boone is covering though for Wythenshawe. And
he feels he was fouled there, and he might have a little bit of point there.
Well, he's right in front of the linesman, and it's just going to be a throw-in. Evans takes it to Adams. Jerome Wright's there, and well, another throw-in to Radcliffe. Jack Evans to take. Here's Adams. Adams moves in field. And there's Navarro in the D, gets it to Baines, but the move breaks down. And Roberts now can bring the ball forward. And well, Rick Smith puts a challenge in there, and Smith gets it back. Smith keeps the ball in play. Played in field. Shukavosti. Adams. Played forward there by Joyce. Turned by Navarro. Navarro looking for a ball out to this right-hand side. Smith's there, but so is Gravosti. And well, that's going to go out of play for a goal kick. But you mentioned about Radcliffe's purposefulness, but Wythenshawe have had the moments in the last couple of minutes or so.
Yeah, well, to be honest, they have, but it's not been as fluent and natural as what Radcliffe have. You can see it in their pattern of play. What I would say is one of the main instigators of Radcliffe's forward movement and style of play is going to be Adams, definitely.
Well, it's a goal kick for Wythenshawe Town. And there's Smith again winning the header, gets it to Baines. Baines plays it back to Adams. The first time ball out towards Aibo, but that pass was cut out well there by Burton, and Burton now moving over the halfway line, plays it to Low there. It was a clever pass, but unfortunately again the ball just got stuck a little bit there in Wythenshawe's final third. But here's Adams now on the ball for Radcliffe, out to this right hand side. Adams gets the ball back. Joyce out to the left hand side. O'Brien, back it goes to Joyce. Joyce forward to Navarro, who tries a first time ball there, and Navarro gets the ball back. Navarro, a couple of step overs, and again a good bit of defending there from Wythenshawe, just cutting off the angles. Here's Joyce again. Aibo on the left hand side for Radcliffe, plays the ball infield to Navarro, and eventually Wythenshawe get the ball clear. There's Lowe, plays the ball back, puts it straight to Aibo. Aibo into the penalty area on the left hand side, good ball into the box there, it's cleared only as far as Adams, and wide of the goal it goes. You've got to say, Roy, in 12 minutes that's two good chances for Radcliffe there. Two
quality chances, and well worked as well. You can, like I say, I just feel that they have more flow and purpose on the ball as they're going forward. You know, they switch the ball, they know where someone's going to be. I just feel that at this moment in time, Wythenshawe Town are keeping a good block and are keeping good discipline, but when they come to actually clear the ball, they're trying to get distance and height rather than actually looking for a man.
Well, Joyce there heads the ball, and Aibo picks it up. Nice turn there. And Aibo out to the left-hand side. Again, this ball's going to come into the penalty area. There's Baines on the back post, and the ball breaks there to Gravosti on the back post. And just on 13 minutes, Radcliffe opened the scoring here. And that has been coming, Roy, in the last couple of minutes or so.
It has been. Great delivery to the back post area. And to be honest, there was two defenders there for Wythenshawe Town, and both of them, I felt, was waiting for the other one to make the move. And while they were hesitating, Gravoski nipped in between them, crushed it up into the top of the net. Goalkeeper had no chance. 3 yards out.
So 1-0 to Radcliffe. But again, with regards to Wythenshawe Town, they've had the moments, the moves just break down, don't they? They've had spells where they've got to the final third,
but I just think that's that little bit of quality, you know.
But it's nerves as well, isn't it?
You can have heart and endeavour and what have you, but when you have that little bit of quality, it's done with a good measure.
Well, we're back underway. Jerome Wright on the ball. One ball played forward. Smith's going to win that header. And there's Gravosti on the ball. Back to McIntyre in the Radcliffe goal. We're pushing the back there on Baines, but play continues. Here's Adams. Adams with a nice ball towards the edge of Wythenshawe's penalty area, but that's well dealt with and cleared. And well, it's picked up here by Lowe. Lowe looking to take on his man. Ball breaks. Nice pass there by Palmer. Back to Lowe. Lowe towards the byline. This is better from Wythenshawe. Good sliding challenge comes in there from Thornley, but that's a good response from Wythenshawe.
It is, yeah. And although he got down that, shall we say, inner channel, he didn't have a lot of support in the penalty box, and the support needs to get up there a lot quicker. Give him an option of either blasting the ball in to the front post area or further back around what I call the PTA, which is a prime target area.
Well, Dwyer with this corner from Wythenshawe's left, and it comes towards the near post, and that's a good header there by Byrne, and wide it goes. It's going to be a corner, but again, I go back to what I just said moments ago. It's a good response from Wythenshawe Town.
Definitely, yeah, and I feel that the initial header off Byrne was going in. It seemed to get deflected by a defender from Radcliffe, and I also think it actually clipped the post there.
Well, Roberts is going to take his corner from the corner of the main stand on the SMRE. Roberts, and it comes towards the near post area again. Headed clear there by the fullback, who goes down, but play continues. Wythenshawe on the ball.
Don't waste it.
With Dwyer, he's going to go for goal, and it was a good effort. He just couldn't wrap his foot round it enough, unfortunately. But again, that's a good effort that from Wythenshawe Town, but it's a goal kick.
Well, it's a great response, isn't it? You know, I mean, Radcliffe showed that little bit of class when they scored the goal, and they've answered them with a lot of heart and endeavour. It looks as though, to be honest with all, they can cause Radcliffe a few problems at set plays.
Well, it's a goal kick to Radcliffe.
Oops.
That beats everyone, and here's Oyibo with the ball. Joyce out to Navarro. Oh, good stuff from Navarro to the byline. Crosses this ball in towards the near post area, but that's going to get cleared by Wythenshawe Town once again. But it's only as far as Thornley, and it's out of play. But they've got a problem, haven't they, Wythenshawe, having to deal with Navarro running around and Bainge's height.
Yeah, I would say so, but I just feel like, you know, when Wythenshawe Town look for an outlet, they have Dwyer, they have Lowe, and then there's no support in between. Something for them to knock the ball back to. It
is Navarro now, moving in field. Second ball picked up by Oyibo, played in field to Adams.
Hold on.
Out to this right hand side to Evans. Back in field to Adams. Adams to Grivosti. Back to Adams. Adams towards the edge of the D there, and cleared by Brotherton.
Again, no support.
But here's Adams back on the ball. Adams, good through ball there. Cut out well by Wright. Back it goes to Adams. Oyibo gets that ball right. Tries to find a pass to Palmer, but that's going to be a throw in to Radcliffe. Adams.
Go on.
Oyibo now on the ball, looking out towards the left-hand side, and manages to get the ball out, but that's cleared by Burton. And, well, it's a good bit of possession, this, from Radcliffe. Evans. To Adams, who switches play out to the left-hand side to O'Brien. O'Brien now moving towards the byline, and again, Roy mentioning the pitch earlier. I think that bobbled on him, let's say.
It did slightly, yeah, and he had a high, wide, and not so handsome there, delivery into the box. Good catch, I must say, by the spectator behind the goal. Never fumbled it.
Very good crowd here tonight in North Manchester for this Frank Hanna Manchester Premier Cup final.
What would you say? How many?
Well, there's plenty of supporters beneath us, beneath this TV gantry as well here.
About 1,000.
I think so. Not far off. Cushioned header back there to Joyce. And here's O'Brien now. O'Brien looking to go down the left-hand side, but it's going to go out of play. So we've had 20 minutes played here at Broadhurst Park. 1-0 the score currently to Radcliffe. But Wythenshawe about 5 minutes ago had a very good spell. Throw in taken.
Steady.
Here's Boone now. Boone loses out here to Bainge, but Boone wins it back and then plays it out to this near touchline for Wright to keep in play, but now he's facing his own byline and has to get it back to his goalkeeper, and cleared there by Wynne. Well, the ball's going to break here to Joyce, but and here's O'Brien. O'Brien, Ayibo, infield to Joyce. Joyce with a searching ball into the penalty area, but it's beyond Gravosti. Out play for a goal kick.
Yeah, Jerome Wright marshalled him well there. He just put his body in between him and the ball and allowed the goalkeeper to dummy the ball out for a goal kick.
So Elliot Wynne to take this. Played forward, flicked on there by Brotherton. And well, nice ball played there by Byrne for Lowe to chase onto, but O'Brien's covering, and that's going to be a foul.
Yeah, Byrne hit the ball a little bit too straight there. He should have put a little bit of side on it where it was curling round into the box to give Benito Lowe a bit better of a chance of actually getting onto it. He pushed it away from the goal area.
More McIntyre with this free kick.
Steady.
Flicked on there by Bainge, and Oyibo's chasing it down, but no nonsense clearance there. Out of play. And I think, is it going to be a corner? I think it is a corner, isn't it? Yes. That ball bouncing its way down the Lightbound Road. But it's going to be Nicky Adams, the Radcliffe skipper, to take this.
Big lads need to start mixing in. They're collecting at the back.
Well, yes, Smith and Thornley making their way into the penalty area now. Plenty of danger here for Wythenshawe to defend against. And Nicky Adams with this corner from Radcliffe's left. In it comes. It's a good ball in there, but well punched by Wynne. He needed to get something on it, and he did. But the clearance is only with Joyce now.
Steady,
I think this is going to get cleared by Wythenshawe. And can it be a counter-attack launched? And yes, it can with Palmer. Palmer, can he get the ball? No, it just gets stuck under his foot again, which has been the story of Wythenshawe's opening 22 minutes in the final third. But it's now with Adams over on the left-hand side. With Navarro now. Navarro, couple of step overs, nice bit of trickery. Trying to find space for himself. Gets it back to Joyce. Joyce to Adams, who's over on that left-hand touchline. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien, nice ball there for Navarro. I said nice ball, it wasn't really. Out of play goal kick.
Well, Palmer,
right idea.
Palmer there on that break, that initial break there.
Just got stuck on his feet
for
again.
Wythenshawe.
Yeah.
But he had touches, he had two touches that he didn't need. The first touch should have been the pass straight into Lowe. If he'd have done that pass, Lowe was in one-on-one with the keeper, and I don't think he'd have missed.
Well, Lowe scored 19 league goals this season.
Yeah,
so
he's a decent player.
Clearance made there by Burton. High into the sky it goes, but under it was Thornley. But the possession back with Wythenshawe, played forward there by Byrne. But again, Radcliffe with a no-nonsense clearance, making the Wythenshawe town defence turn there. But Burton with a good header back to win. Well, Wythenshawe trying to keep hold of the ball with Brotherton and Wilkinson. Wilkinson holds on to it and plays it back to his goalkeeper. Back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a diagonal ball out towards this near side, but a good header there by Evans and Gravosti to Adams. Adams. Thornley to O'Brien, just in front of the tunnel and the dugouts. Back to Thornley, and well, square ball to Smith. Smith under pressure, and Lowe did well there.
He did do well.
It's going to be a throw in to Radcliffe. Well, it's going to be a throw in.
Referee and the players having a little bit of verbals there. I love it.
And here's Lowe. Lowe, good strength, but that's going to be a. He's won his free kick. He's been after that for a minute or so, and he's got it now. And Jerome Wright in a hurry to take this free kick quickly. And it is taken quickly by Roberts. And here's Wilkinson now. Brotherton to Wright. Palmer.
Using.
Palmer down the line. Jerome Wright continuing his run, but Adams cutting that off and out of play for a throw-in to Wythenshawe.
He snuffs a lot of danger out, doesn't he, Adams? He's here, there, and everywhere.
Every flank in the middle. Throw-in taken. Nice
on,
play there by Lowe to Palmer. Palmer's brought down,
penalty.
And that is going to be a penalty.
Yes.
It was such a clever flick there by Lowe to find Palmer, who made that run with purpose, and defenders don't like that. He was brought down. It is a penalty, Roy.
It was, yeah. But to be honest, again, he likes too many touches on the ball. The touch that he had to knock it past him should have been the touch to deliver the ball into that box with two players going in there, Dwyer and Benito.
But penalty, Roy.
Penalty, yeah.
I like a good run with purpose, and that's what Palmer provided there. It's going to be Brad Byrne to take this.
Keeper trying to make himself look big.
It's a big moment, this, for Wythenshawe Town.
It is.
In front of the St Mary's Road end. Brad Byrne. Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper. Who's on the rebound, though? Oh, it's over the bar.
Is that a corner? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a corner. So a save and a last-ditch challenge there on the rebound, Roy.
Yeah, a sweet save and all. He read him. And to be honest, the strike on the ball.
Oh, he's been overruled.
Was a good one. Yeah, the linesman, I'll tell you what, I felt that was a corner.
There's that many legs and bodies in the way. But Wythenshawe unlucky there. But a good save by Jack McIntyre in the Radcliffe goal.
Wilkinson.
Yeah, Wilkinson on the ball. Out towards this near side, but
well
there was Evans tracking back. The crowd, we should say the crowd loved that, didn't they?
I was going to say, just about to say, all those Radcliffe fans went up there. Dearie me.
So did the players. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? That level of commitment.
But it just goes to show you, doesn't it, that Wythenshawe are well in this game.
Yes, absolutely. At this point, yeah, definitely. Here's Baines now turning, and that's the key now, isn't it? Not to let the heads drop after that moment, because they created that moment.
Yeah.
O'Brien lets that ball roll out of play. Just that penalty save on the 27th minute. So still a long way to go in this game. 1-0 the score to Radcliffe. Brotherton heads that ball forward. There's Lowe. And, well, it's going to be... Lowe's not getting the rub of the green at the moment with these decisions,
to be honest, it could have been a foul on Lowe, to be honest, before the ball even went out for a throw-in.
But it's a throw-in to Radcliffe. Throw-in taken down the line by O'Brien, flicked on by Baines. Brotherton gets to it though. And here's Burton. Burton with a long ball forward, headed clear. And Adams helps it on its way. Boone there with a header. Back it comes from Joyce. And here's Adams. Played to Evans. Evans has to turn though under pressure from two Wythenshawe players there, and back it goes to McIntyre. Joyce under pressure. Ball breaks here to Roberts. And here's Wright. Wright's pass is cut out of play. Coming up to half an hour played here, 1-0 the score. Throw-in taken. Here's Wilkinson. Out to Burton. Burton under pressure, but gets a good ball down the right hand side there, but covering things is Thornley and cleared. And well, the referee has brought that back. Well, yes, he's brought it back and
offside.
Offside, yes.
Shows you though they're alive to it, aren't they? Radcliffe.
I thought you meant the officials.
No, not quite.
You remember why this is an official broadcast?
Yes, I know.
Good. It's a free kick for that offside. Linesman up with play there. And here's Boone bringing the ball into the centre circle on his left foot. Delivers it forward, and that's going to be offside as well.
Yep.
Against Dwyer.
Stood there waiting instead of moving.
So, if you were, the manager of Wythenshawe, how would you get your players? It's just about focusing and not getting too deflated by what's just happened and just cracking on.
Yeah, you'd have to do. Yeah. Me personally, I'd be telling them to keep the shape, not to panic, but to press harder and faster to get these to make errors and make mistakes. And then obviously I just feel that there's a gap between the midfield and the two forwards. There's not a lot of support there, or immediate support should I say. Well, and that's where I think they're letting themselves down.
Lowe couldn't keep that ball in play, and it's going to be a throw in to Radcliffe. Throw in taken down the line. That's right, but second ball picked up here by Radcliffe. And Navarro moving in field. Strong challenge coming in there. And the ball breaks. It's with Thornley. To Joyce. To O'Brien. Back to Joyce. Back to Thornley.
So keep the shape. Just got to keep the shape. Don't get dragged around.
That's a good ball though over the top. I keep saying it's a good ball and then it goes out of play.
Yeah.
When I say it's a good ball, I mean it's the right idea.
Well, that's why you're a commentator.
That's why I'm a commentator.
There you go.
Yeah. And you're a scout. That's how it works. You see the game a lot differently to me.
I do. But we both have a passion for it, don't we?
Yes, absolutely. Well, here's Boone.
Oh, dear.
And, well, he was searching.
Yeah.
For an outlet over on the right hand side, but that ball's gone out of play for a throw in.
And that really highlights the difference between the two teams. They're looking for something and trying to force it, whereas I feel Radcliffe are playing with a little bit more purpose and flow.
Well, O'Brien with this throw in. Down the line. Baines is there, but beats everyone, and Brotherton clears it. Headed back into Wythenshawe territory, and there's Baines holding it up. Plays it to Adams. Adams under pressure though from Palmer. Adams does well, and then a good ball there to Oyibo on the left-hand side. Oyibo, good stuff, plays it square, but good defending from Wythenshawe.
No, that's not a bad ball, but he's not getting anything in front of him.
Well, Palmer's going to have to do it all on his own, isn't he? And well, Evans is there to stop that, and here's Adams.
There's just a big gap between the forwards and the midfield all the time.
Thornley out to O'Brien. Back in field to Joyce.
As the ball came to Palmer there, one of these forwards dropped off into the hole.
And here's Oyibo looking to take on his man again, and he succeeds to the byline. And well defended again from Wythenshawe, but he's going to be a corner to Radcliffe. And there is a two-divisional gap between these two teams, but like we've touched upon in this opening 34 minutes or so, Wythenshawe have had the chances, including a penalty, and it's only 1-0 at this stage, but Radcliffe have got a corner, and it's going to be Adams to take it from Radcliffe's left side, right.
The three big lads are at the back again there, 5, 6 and 9.
And that's where the ball's going towards the back post, and the header won there by Thornley. And you said, Roy, didn't you? There was Smith, Thornley and Baines all in the back post. It was a great ball in from Adams. And on 34 minutes, Radcliffe have doubled their lead.
Yep, and the three of them, they're just not picked up. I mean, what you need to do, again, they've got three big lads in the team, Wythenshawe Town. Bang them onto them, go height for height, size for size, and restrict them. If you find yourself with a lad that's bigger than you, then you get touch tight and you pin them down as much as you can. Do not give them a free header, and that was a free header.
But, it was a good header from Oliver Thornley. And Wythenshawe 2-0 down now with 10 minutes or so left of this first half. Headed clear there by Adams. And here's Boone now. Can Radcliffe? No, it breaks for Wythenshawe. Palmer, first time ball in here. Picked up by Dwyer.
Keep working.
And cleared eventually. And again, it was one of those moments where the ball just got stuck under his feet, unfortunately for Wythenshawe Town.
Steady, steady.
Brotherton on the ball. And here's Wilkinson. Wilkinson, he's got a man on here. Plays it to Boone. It's a good press this from Radcliffe as well, we should add. Adams wins the header, but Boone's going to get to that clearance. Boone now driving into Radcliffe territory. Challenge comes in. Balls, it breaks, and it falls in favour of Bainge. And now Aibo with the ball. Oh, and it's a loose pass, but O'Brien I think is going to get to it first, and he does. And here's Joyce. Back to O'Brien. That's a strong challenge there, and probably is going to be a yellow card.
All he's got to do is come away. To be honest, he's not done anything really, has he, in this game, you know, to warrant a yellow card straight away like that. Maybe a warning.
Well, it is going to be a yellow card for Bradford. Yeah. I mean, the ball had long gone, and it was on his standing leg. He did clip him.
As it went past.
So, yellow card for Bradburn. Bit of frustration there as well, Roy, you feel?
Yeah, I think the fact that he missed the initial contact on the ball, he couldn't resist a little tap on the ankle, could he? So,
well, it's going to be a booking for Bradburn, and it's going to be a free kick to Radcliffe. And again, Roy, going back to what we were saying earlier about what do Wythenshawe do at this point now?
They just stay in the game. They still they still need to work very hard. I said right from the word go, you know, after about 10 minutes, that I just felt that Radcliffe just played the game with a little bit more purpose and flow, and I still stand by that. There's a issue in the shape of Wythenshawe Town where they play the two forwards up front. And one of them on occasions needs to drop back because there's a big hole between the midfield.
It's what Navarro's doing for Radcliffe, isn't it? Essentially?
It is basically, yeah. And then what you do is you then add support in and around the ball. And Wythenshawe aren't doing that. What they're doing is they're pegging the ball long to deny Dwyer and Lowe, and then not following it up and adding a little bit of manpower up there.
Free kick launched towards the edge of Wythenshawe's penalty area. Bainge gets to it. Brotherton clears it though. Header won by Evans. Jerome Wright is there, and a little clash there which the linesman wasn't happy with. And it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, Jerome shouldn't have let the ball bounce. As soon as he let it bounce, he brought pressure on himself. So
free kick to Radcliffe, not too far from the Wythenshawe corner flag.
And again, we've got Bainge, Thornley, and Smith at the back area.
It's dangerous. And I know what you're saying about, you know, these big lads in the Wythenshawe team. I think Radcliffe have a couple more at the moment. You only have to judge now on this back post with Thornley, Smith and Bainge on that back post area.
Now they've brought the 10 back, Dwyer as well.
And it's going to be Adams to take this once again. Radcliffe captain. In it comes towards the near post this time, and a good header clearance there. Out of play, it's going to be a corner to Radcliffe.
Again, we've got pressure on them from this set play, exactly the same. And it's going to be the three big lads again.
Yeah.
That are going to be the target areas.
And everyone back for a Wythenshawe Town perspective for this corner. And it's going to be Adams to take this.
I'm looking at this, honestly, they haven't got enough men around those big lads.
Well, they're trying, aren't they, at the back post. In it comes, and again, it does go towards the back post. Headed clear. Well, there's a U-ball on the edge of the penalty area.
Oh,
well.
Tell you what, that was handball.
It did hit.
Jerome
it
Wright.
Looked like it hit Jerome Wright's hand, but it was accidental.
Left hand. I thought he snatched at it.
Well, it's a corner and it's taken quickly. Here's Joyce, back to Adams. In it comes
Good
towards
ball.
the back post area.
Ball.
And kept in play on the back post. Breaks there to Bain. Shot comes in. Good save there from Wynn. Wynn distributes it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets the ball back. Brotherton to Boone. Boone with a first-time ball over the top, asking Lowe to chase that, but out of play. There's 5 minutes left of this first half. There is an element to Wythenshawe which is hold on to this bit, but you know, see what can happen as well. So, but they're playing against the team 2 divisions up at the moment, so I'm imagining it's all about getting in for a team talk at this point.
I just feel that it's not. Listen.
Well, hang on. Oh, and the flag is up for offside.
They've proved they're good enough because they've played against teams from this division.
Yeah.
Right now, as far as I'm concerned, like, you know, today's game is a totally different one to those games, and I'm just looking at the shapes of the team, and like I say, I keep getting back to it. There is a hole between the midfield and the forwards when it comes down to Wythenshawe Town, and until they sort that hole out, the possession is going to be limited.
Well, Wright gets the ball cleared on his first Gravosti out to the left-hand side. Here's O'Brien now. O'Brien goes for goal.
Get in there.
And that is a wonderful finish from Conor O'Brien. Elliot Wynn had no chance with that one. It was a fine finish. And on the 42nd minute, it's 3-0 now to Radcliffe. And there's not much you can say about that goal, Roy.
I'll tell you what, it was done with purpose, skill and power, because although he guided it in the net, that ball was going, it was like an exocet. It just flew into that top 90. No problems at all. Wynn was caught-legged.
3-0 the score. There's a couple of minutes left of this first half. But Radcliffe doing a very professional job here in this cup final. And here's Jerome Wright now on the ball. Jerome Wright driving forward. Cleared there by Evans. And Wilkinson plays it here to Roberts. Back to Wilkinson. Back to Wynn.
Steady, lad.
Cleared.
Steady.
Here's Joyce. Joyce chips it over the top. Oh, a back header there. A good header, actually, from Jordan Burton.
What we need to do is make sure that Wythenshawe Town don't start thinking that you can win individual battles by just running with the ball.
Well, here's Lowe trying to battle his way through there. Clearance made, only as far as Brotherton.
Well done.
Played infield to Palmer. Palmer tries to turn there, but Joyce was on it. And here's Bainge.
Well done.
But Jerome Wright there wins the ball back. And played here to Byrne. Byrne with a turn. Plays it to Burton. Burton plays the ball long down the right-hand side towards Dwyer, but cleared.
Yeah.
And, well, it's going to be a throw-in. Wythenshawe Town with this throw-in.
Steady.
Burton there, out of play. Oh, he takes the throw-in quickly. Good stuff from Burton. Here's Brotherton now, by the byline, not too far from the corner flag, but Radcliffe get the ball clear. And there's Bainge, and well, Bainge, it's good hold-up play, isn't it?
Go on.
The ball breaks. Who's going to get to it first? It's going to be Evans. Evans with a ball down the right-hand side for Gravosti to chase onto. It's a good sliding challenge there by Boone on Gravosti, and it's going to be a throw-in, which is taken quickly by Radcliffe, and Radcliffe looking to keep the tempo up here. Adams down the line. Gravosti heads it infield. Boone gets to it and launches the ball forward. Smith with time. Joyce. Joyce here plays it to Thornley. Thornley out to O'Brien. Back to Thornley. Sorry.
Joyce has done a silent little job there in front of the back forward, hasn't he? You know, marshalling it all and nipping any trouble off, you know, as soon as it sort of raises its head.
Well, here's Navarro now. Navarro turns, plays it to Adams. Adams looking out to the left-hand side. Here's O'Brien now. O'Brien looking to drive forward. Leaves it for Adams. Adams. Oyibo down the line, and O'Brien is forward still. O'Brien crosses that ball in, defended. And have 2 additional minutes here in this first half. And it's going to be a corner to Radcliffe. And these crosses in have been very difficult to defend for Wythenshawe, with the likes of Smith, Bainge, Thornley. And they're all moving forward into the penalty area now. Yeah. Adams with this corner from Radcliffe's left. In it comes. It's another searching ball. Good punch clear there by Wynn, but only as far as Joyce. Joyce under pressure, but there's Lowe. Lowe's putting the press on as well. That's good stuff from Lowe, but it breaks for Oyibo over on the left-hand side. Infield, Gravosti now. And here's Adams, still on the left-hand side from that previous corner. Here's Navarro, who's got time to turn. He was thinking about a shot on goal there. Opts instead to switch play. Thornley infield, cleared by Brotherton. And here's Joyce back on the ball. Joyce, Oyibo, good stuff from Brotherton there, and Jerome Wright picks up the ball and cleared by Boone. Evans under it.
Well done.
There's Smith. Radcliffe's formation is all over the place still after that set piece. And here's O'Brien now on the ball. Back at left back. And here's Gravosti. Gravosti's moving forward down that left-hand side and crossed that ball in, well defended by Jordan Burton, and it's out of play for another corner. We're into that 2nd minute of added time.
They're just moving around now, aren't they? We've got Iobi on the right-hand side now, Gravosti on the left. They're moving around. We've got Navarro, who keeps dropping into that number 10 role. And to be honest, it's the movement and the fluency of the movement and passing that's troubling them.
Here comes the corner in towards the back post again, and it breaks there. Oh, and a great save from Elliot Wynn. The ball broke there to Rick Smith, not too far from the penalty spot, and it was a certain goal at that point. He had the freedom of the goal pretty much. It opened up for him, but there was Elliot Wynn, fantastic save, and really kept the score 3-0. And it is 3-0 to Radcliffe. I mean, that's been there was a chance in this game that Wythenshawe could do what they did against Ashton United, what they could do against SC United. There's also the aspects of both teams going for the playoffs. Radcliffe's form in the league hasn't been great in the last few weeks or so. They've come out though, Radcliffe, and they put any notion of an upset to one side.
Definitely.
And they've scored three really well worked goals. And also, we should say from a Wythenshawe perspective, they feel unlucky. They've had a couple of good chances and a penalty miss as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is 3-0, but if you're Bobby Grant, you're going to be delighted with that first half. If you're James Kinsey, I mean, how do you get back to it? Other than, you know, the formation side of it. I mean, it's easier said than done. Talking about, you know, one player dropping back and filling that void between midfield and attack, but Radcliffe are moving the ball around so well.
It's the quality of the play. That's what it is. I said right from the word go that I just felt that Radcliffe were playing with a purpose and a flow to the style. The shape of the team, they've not got big holes, you know, in between the lines, and that's one of the biggest things that Wythenshawe Town have a problem with. They get the two forwards are up top all the time, and I know I've gone about it, but it's a fact. They've got the two forwards up top that are willing workers, they're capable goal scorers, the pair of them. I know I've watched them, and what I would say is they then nail the ball up to them and then don't close the gaps in between the lines. and you need to condense the play to give them an option that if they don't turn and have a go at Radcliffe's defenders, then they're the option of knocking it back and then playing a little slide rule ball in between the defenders or dinking it over the top for them, and that gives them a better chance of actually getting a bit of time and space to be able to get a good shot on target.
Well, it's 3-0 the score at half time. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with the second half. In the meantime, we'll have a bit of silence, but you'll still be able to watch the footage live as it happens here at Broadhurst Park. But at half time, in the final of this season's Frank Hanna Manchester FA Premier Cup, the score is Wythenshawe Town 0, Radcliffe 3. Well, welcome back to Broadhurst Park. John is here on the Manchester FA YouTube channel for the final of the Frank Hannah Manchester FA Premier Cup. Radcliffe 3-0 up in this game against Wythenshawe Town. Roy, what does James Kinsey do at this point? Because obviously Wythenshawe, there's the playoffs, the small matter of the playoffs. They've got to go to the Isle of Man this weekend for that crucial final game. But they had their moments in that first half, and a ricochet here, a deflection there. They've been a bit unlucky. So there's one goal back, and then suddenly it's all changed again. But they do need to alter a few things, in your opinion.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I just feel like I say the gaps in between the defence, the midfield, and the forward line are so evident that they need to do something, especially in the central midfield area, in supporting the forwards. And the forwards need to split off. One go long, one come short. Just to mix or be able to mix their play up. And you think I think it's very, very predictable what they're doing.
A player who's very capable of doing that would be Benito Lowe, obviously, who's a midfielder. He was a midfielder before he's been converted to this role of being a striker, and a very good striker he is too. But you'd imagine that would be the option, but then you lose that going forward element, don't you, I suppose?
Well, you do, but to be honest, I mean, Benito Lowe, he's able to play football in a number of positions because he's had a good grounding. That's what it is, and it helps you out, where you become a footballer rather than a position. But that's important. But I just feel that I wonder whether Wythenshawe Town have got the depth in quality to be able to upset Radcliffe Borough, and I do not think they'll be able to do that.
Well, those are the views of Roy. Don't get in touch. But anyway, we are back underway here, and a long ball play forward. I'll bring you the starting 11s for this second half in a second, but there was a long ball play forward there by Smith. And for Wythenshawe Town, it's Wynne, Burton, Wright, Brotherton, Boone, Wilkinson, Byrne, Roberts, Lowe, Dwyer and Palmer. And it's a throw in there taken by O'Brien. And here is Byrne. Back it goes to Burton, who clears his lines. Dwyer wins it back, gets it to Palmer. To Boone. Boone launches it out towards the left-hand side. So I can give you the Radcliffe team now. And it's McIntyre, Evans, O'Brien, Joyce, Smith, Thornley, Gravosti, Adams, Bainge, Oyibo and Navarro. And that's going to be the next thing, isn't it, about the substitutes?
Yeah.
Because both managers have got a bit of a dilemma, I'm imagining, at this point of proceedings.
Well, I think Wythenshawe Town's manager will have a bigger headache than Radcliffe Borough's, to be honest. Radcliffe Borough will be quite happy with how things are going.
I mentioned how the man awaits for Wythenshawe Town. For Radcliffe, it's Nantwich away. They won't be setting off on Friday for that game, I don't think, Radcliffe. Unlike Wythenshawe Town, of course. But here's Jerome Wright. Plays it to Palmer, but Palmer can't get to it. It's going to be a throw into Radcliffe.
And it's a heck of a fixture, that, going over to the Isle of Man.
In a must-win game, essentially.
They're no slouches. They're no slouches.
There's Navarro on the ball, looking to goal on the 18-yard line. Shot comes in, and it's picked up here by Byrne. Brotherton tries to bring the ball out, but Radcliffe once again winning those battles. And here's Oyibo on the ball. Oyibo out to O'Brien. O'Brien to Oyibo. Challenge comes in for Brotherton, but Oyibo does well. Plays it square here to Adams. Adams switches play back to this left-hand side to O'Brien. And here's Oyibo, crosses this ball in. A little push in the back there, which the referee saw on Jerome Wright by Gravosti. And it's a free kick.
Again, they're marshalling the ball, aren't they? They're pushing it around. They're looking for those little errors. A good win in the air by Gravosti. He's quite a talent, the lad. He's got good skills on the floor, but he also uses his head well.
Well, there's a Ball out of play there by Evans. Should say a draw could do it for Wythenshawe on Saturday. Avro taking on Barlick in the other game. And that's because of Wythenshawe's goal difference. Well, because they do score a lot of goals, Wythenshawe, and that'll be the other message at half-time, I'm imagining, from the manager. You can do this. But here's Adams now. Adams looking to switch play, but picked up here by Byrne to Brotherton. Brotherton. Back to Boone. Jordan Boone waits, plays the ball long for a run of Lowe, but Smith is covering, but Lowe's going to get to this ball. Lowe there did really well, but it's the only show in town in that penalty area, wearing a blue shirt at that moment in time, and the cross goes straight to McIntyre.
I was just noticing the shape there. They've gone really as a 4-3-3 now, Wythenshawe Town, maybe trying to get a little bit more width through Palmer going up on that left-hand side, but I don't think it'll work for them.
Here's Oyibo. Navarro. And Joyce. Out to Oyibo on this near touchline, right in front of the TV gantry. Well, a couple of handballs there, but for both teams, I think. But anyway, play continues. That's a good ball there for Lowe. Lowe here, checks inside, looking to beat his man. Gets stuck at his feet, but he's still got the ball, and then just pokes it just wide of the post. A good improvised effort there by Benito Lowe, but I mentioned it in the first half. The ball just gets stuck under the feet of Wythenshawe Town in the final third. That's happened a few times now, but good bit of trickery there from Lowe. A good ball forward by Roberts, but unfortunately for Wythenshawe Town, they couldn't capitalise. We are going to have a substitution, and it's going to be Brotherton departing. And Bianga's coming on. But that good opportunity there, Roy.
It was a good opportunity, and to be honest, he's forced his way through into that position to be able to get that little tap on. But what he didn't realise, because he was that focused on the ball, and
there was a player out left.
There was Palmer. Palmer was just sat there waiting for that little touch.
Here's Gavoste to Oyibo. Oyibo now, still with the ball. Ball breaks, Gavoste's there, but it's good defending again from Wythenshawe, but Radcliffe still with the ball. O'Brien to Gavoste. Waits for the overlap. Gavoste uses that overlap to cross the ball in, but it's to no one in particular, and here's Palmer who's fouled. Free kick.
Well, Palmer did the right thing there. I mean, he was tempted to blast that ball up the line, and he did try to keep the ball and keep possession.
Well, it's going to be a free kick, which is taken short there by Boone. Gets it to his goalkeeper, Elliot Wynn. And there's Wilkinson now. Wilkinson launches the ball down this right-hand side for the run of Burton. And Burton is out-muscled there by Thornley, and well worked again by Radcliffe. And here's Oyibo on the ball. Oyibo going towards the byline, appeals for handball. We can't really comment from here, but referee, no important man, says no penalty. And here's Joyce now. Bange. Back to Joyce. And here's O'Brien, his left-hand side. O'Brien. Cross comes in, good ball in, good defending though from Boone. And Bianga trying to win this ball back. O'Brien. It's going to be a throw in to Radcliffe.
There's a really good ball in that as well.
O'Brien with this throw in. Down the line it goes. Here's Navarro on the ball. Back it goes to O'Brien. O'Brien on his right foot crosses this ball into Bange. Bange holding it up. Bange looking to turn. And well, that's well defended. And here comes Palmer now moving forward through the middle. It's a good run this from Palmer. And that's a good ball to Lowe. Lowe is onside. Over on the left-hand side now. Lowe puts on his right foot. Goes for goal. Straight at Jack McIntyre. But that was better from Wythenshawe. A good purposeful counter-attack there.
It was definitely better. I mean, we had two strikers splitting off. with the wide man actually coming into the central area there. You know, so you had the 3 forwards running at goal. Again, I've got to say this, the gap between them and the next lot in midfield was about 30 yards.
The trouble is though, Roy, I mean, Radcliffe, their midfield and attack, you've got to be careful, haven't you? You can't venture too far forward.
No, but one player to fill that gap in the midfield area.
Well,
someone's got to do it.
Here's Evans facing the wrong way, has to play the ball square to Thornley. Thornley over the halfway line now. Thornley looking out to the left hand side, but that pass is cut out. And now Wythenshawe, can they launch a counter with Roberts? Out to Palmer. Palmer down the line for the run of Lowe. Smith is covering. Lowe's not giving this up.
He's not.
Well, Smith there. Fair challenge from the says the referee.
Oops.
That pass is cut out there by Roberts. Here's Palmer. Back to Roberts. Charge down. Right. Challenge comes in. And the foul there. And Adams there urging his defence to be...
Do you know what it was? He needed information. That's what he was saying. Why should I take a kick when all you have to do is shout man on? Well, basically, that's what he's saying.
Well, it's a free kick to Radcliffe. The referee wasn't happy with the way that one was taken. The ball was moving. And 10 minutes played of the second half, and Wythenshawe started the second half pretty well. Just missing a goal, though, for the team from South Manchester. Bianga heads the ball forward there to Lowe. Lowe plays the ball in field. It's behind his man, though, unfortunately, for Wythenshawe, and it's back with Smith. Here's Joyce. Adams to Smith. Back to Adams. Adams all the way back to McIntyre in the Radcliffe goal. McIntyre plays that ball forward, but headed clear there by Burton.
Oops.
Helped on its way by Byrne high in the air. Cleared. Bianga's there. Bianga heads it to Byrne. Back to Burton. Bianga.
Go on. That's it.
Roberts and Boone out to right on the left-hand side. Here's Palmer now. Palmer in field. Palmer. Back to right. Back to Boone. Boone launched that ball forward. Palmer made a run there. It's a good run, but good defending from Smith, who clears it. Might hit your car, that, Roy. Right,
no,
just the roof.
No,
just the roof.
No.
So me a throw in to Wythenshawe Town. Jerome Wright with this throw in. Down the line it goes towards Palmer, but Gravosti clears it.
Oops.
Bianga's there. Roberts to right, back to Boone. Here's Wright. Wright. And is that ball going out of play? No, flag stays down, and here comes Adams now.
Good ball.
Down the line for Navarro to chase. Wilkinson's there, good challenge from Wilkinson.
Now you look at the, I mean, you've got the 2 forwards there that have broke, but the number 4 breaks from midfield areas into that supporting role, which Wythenshawe Town have never had, during this game.
But I think they are going to be, well, Wythenshawe Town, the supporters anyway, they should be pleased with this response in this opening 12 minutes or so of this second half. It's been good performance thus far in the second half.
A couple of opportunities there, haven't they?
Cross comes in towards the back post area, headed clear there by Burton. On his far as Navarro. Navarro puts on his right foot, goes for a goal, but Wynn was behind that all the way.
It would have to have been a little bit special, that one, wouldn't it?
Oh, Boone to Roberts. Roberts got time.
If it's on,
looking
it's
for
on.
that diagonal out to this right hand side to Byrne. Byrne plays it into the penalty area, headed clear, and helped on its way there by Thornley. But here's Wilkinson. Wilkinson in field, and the gaps are starting to open up here for Wythenshawe. Roberts, Bianga, Burton to Boone on the left hand side of the centre circle now. Boone to Palmer. Palmer looking to turn in field, lot to do, but Palmer
Well
did
done,
well.
lad, well done.
And here comes, it was just beyond Byrne there. He was on the stretch, and well, it's back to the goalkeeper. But there are elements to this, Roy, where Wythenshawe should be encouraged. But
yeah, I can say that, you know, and I can see that, but I would say that that's more of Radcliffe's doing. I think Radcliffe think they've won this game and they've won it comfortably, and there'll be an opportunity where Radcliffe will snap back and the class will tell.
Well, Joyce with a ball down the left-hand side there for O'Brien. O'Brien from the left crosses this ball in, and it breaks there towards the back post. There's Gravosti. And, well, it was a shot and a cross at the same time, and in the end it goes wide.
I'd say Wythenshawe Town are really working hard on heart and endeavour, but Radcliffe are just working with a good, smooth method, and they have done right from the start.
We'll see, Roy, because a goal for Wythenshawe, it changes the whole dynamic,
of course
doesn't it?
Does, yeah. And
then you've got to get out of third gear, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that's easier said than done.
I'm quite happy backing my own judgment on what I'm watching here.
All right, Roy.
And I still love you, Ben.
I love you too, Roy. Anyway, it's going to be a throw-in to Radcliffe. O'Brien takes it down the line. Picked on there by Bainge. And Wilkinson under pressure from Ebo, and cleared only as far as Joyce. Joyce can't keep the ball in play, and it's going to be a throw-in. I think Bianga's added something to Wythenshawe since he's come on as well.
Yeah. He's made himself a point to actually pass to, which they never had in the first half.
Oh, there he goes again, trying to get the ball, but
linking up.
Played over the top, straight to Smith, and it's Bainge there with a nice bit of control to get the ball to Navarro. Navarro's got time to turn and plays it out to the right-hand side to Adams. Adams got Roberts in front of him, crosses that ball in, cleared by Boone. Back to Gravosti. Gravosti goes for goal, bit ambitious, and out of play. Should be a goal kick. And we're going to have a substitution for Radcliffe now. Joe Piggott is coming on for Navarro. I mean, Luca Navarro, we know his class, don't we? And he's shown it in that.
He's been here, there and everywhere.
First half, and certainly this opening 15 minutes of the second.
He was instrumental down the left-hand side, but also he was instrumental down the left-hand side, but he was also linking up into that midfield area where he sat in just behind the forwards and was instigating little 1-2s and little opportunity to actually get into the ribs, shall I say, of the Wythenshawe Town defenders.
Well, Navarro departs, Joe Piggott on. And here's Boone with a long ball play forward. So both managers have made one substitution each thus far, with a big final weekend to come for both teams. That's a good throw there by Wright down the left-hand side.
Well done.
And put out of play before Byrne could capitalise on it, but it is going to be another throw-in. Jerome Wright has got a decent throw on him, hasn't he?
He has,
memory serves, and he's taking it quickly. And here's Palmer now, back to Wright. Wright crosses this ball in, but there was no one in the penalty area there. That's because one of the it's low, isn't it? He's tying his bootlace at the moment.
You just read what I was about to say there. Absolutely nobody in the penalty box.
Well, Dwyer goes for goal, one bounce, and comfortable for McIntyre. McIntyre's taking his time, isn't he? And well, when you've got a 3-0 lead, you can afford to.
Whoops.
Well, that's not too sure about that one, to be honest. I mean, all kinds of fun and games there between McIntyre and Lowe. Well, McIntyre puts it on the deck and then launches it forward. And Boone can leave that for his goalkeeper now, Elliot Wynn. And Boone gets the ball, plays it to Bianga. Back it goes to Wilkinson. First time ball forward. Ball breaks here to Burton. Burton, oh, and Wilkinson gets to it. Wilkinson gets another chance to clear it forward. O'Brien.
All in.
Burton stays in play, and Lowe is chasing this down, but Thornley's got time, and Thornley plays it back to McIntyre. McIntyre plays it forward, cleared there by Boone. Dwyer, good through ball there, but well, Palmer was shepherded out of that really. It was good defending by Evans, and it's going to be a throw-in, which Burton's going to take.
Evans just took his line of attack, that was it.
Evans with this throw-in for Wythenshawe Town. Gets the ball back, and it's going to be another throw-in to Wythenshawe. Joyce, Ebo, good skill there. Ebo, and Bianga wins the ball back, plays it first time, and good turn there by Dwyer, and Lowe has to leave it because he thought he was offside. Not too sure he was actually.
No, he wasn't.
And it's going to get cleared by Radcliffe. Long ball play forward. Boone's got to get to it. He doesn't, and the ball breaks here for Bainge. Bainge is through, one-on-one, goes for goal, saved by the goalkeeper, and cleared there by Wilkinson.
Bit of a mix-up there, wasn't there, between...
it was fortunate ricochet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, you got like Bainge, who was going for the ball as well, and where are we? Gravoski, yeah. Gravoski did just mix one another up there.
But it's going to be a corner to Radcliffe. Over on the right-hand side. Nicky Adams to take. The corners proved difficult in the first half. It's cleared, but not only as far as Joyce. Joyce plays it back out to this left-hand side, headed back into the mixer. Ball breaks on the edge of the penalty area, and plenty of blue shirts, but a great turn there by Pickett, and cleared by Wythenshawe just as Bainge was about to have a go at goal.
Well, to be honest, I thought Pickett was going to have the first goal there because he really turned well, didn't he? He eased the lad out of position, set himself for the shot, and then the lad got back at him with a little toe. So a little bit fortunate there.
Well, it's another corner.
And they're all back defending in that penalty box.
Yeah, and Adams going to take this once again. Radcliffe captain. In it comes towards the back post area.
Well
good
taken,
hands
lad. Well taken.
From Elliot Wynne.
Took it right off his head.
Well, here's Wilkinson now. Pressed by Bainge. Wilkinson gets the ball back from Boone. Back to his goalkeeper. Cleared.
Yep.
Adams is under it. But, well, Dwyer there commits a foul, and, well, referee gets in the way just before it escalated. And
he's done well, to be honest, the referee, Will Davis. He's kept a guided eye on a lot of things, you know, that could have got out of hand, but he's done very well. And obviously we have the two officials as well in Jake Top and Johnny Wyatt well, on the flanks.
It's a booking for Dwyer. They also had a substitution. Parney is on for Byrne.
Right.
Byrne was on a yellow card as well. And well, the referee having a chat here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of silliness, and he just doesn't want it, doesn't he?
And well, we're going to have this free kick in a second or two, and I'm imagining. But we had 22 minutes played of this second half. The score is 3-0 to Radcliffe. All three goals coming in the first half. Smith with this free kick. Headed clear there by Palmer. And cleared by Burton. And out of play. Thornley gets the ball to O'Brien to take this throw in, just in front of us here. Throw in taken down the line. Bainge heads it back in field. Possession with Roberts. Bianga
Good
Helps
ball.
on its way there. It's a good ball by Parney, and Parney gets the ball back. Parney now driving forward. Oh, and that deflection could have gone anywhere, and it went wide in the end. But Ron Parney there with pace.
Yeah, he had a go at him, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm very unfortunate not to score with that deflection.
It was very similar to a goal that we saw in the Premiership. What's his name?
We'll come back to that, Roy.
The kid who's playing up top for Wolves. As the defender came in to actually clear the ball, he just blocked it and fired it into the bottom corner. Costa. That reminds me, have you got the coffees in?
No.
Okay.
More on that shortly. But here's Adams now breaking from midfield. It's a good determined run. The referee's brought it back though for a foul in the build-up there. Yeah, unfortunately, dear listener and viewer, the coffees, the queue is too big. And it's for the commentators. It didn't work. But no one was buying it in the coffee queue, unfortunately. So, drive-through on the way home.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyway,
I'll just wait till I get home.
Back to this. It's a free kick. Nicky Adams to take. Referees, I think, wanted to keep a lid on things. And he's going to have a chat here with Dwyer.
Yeah, he's noted a couple of, shall we say, spirited challenges for the loose ball.
There's Joyce now on the ball. Ebo plays the ball to Joyce. Joyce plays the ball back here.
Well done.
And that's good stuff from Evans. Back out to the right-hand side. Cross comes in from Adams. Ebo can't get to it. Baines goes for the acrobatic overhead kick there, but he's going to be penalised for a high boot.
Yeah, definitely.
I've seen Ewan Baines do a couple of overhead kicks, these various teams he's played for at the NPL level.
There's not many of us could do that.
No.
So.
Well, that's an off-the-ball incident there, Baines on Wilkinson. Referee's going to give Baines a yellow card for that.
Yeah, it was a little bit late, wasn't it? And to be honest, he's been their best defender, hasn't he?
Wilkinson?
Yeah,
I think Boone and Wilkinson
done quite well.
I think both centre-backs have done well, considering who they're playing against.
Well, the thing is, like, to be honest, they've had to do clearances rather than passes, and that's been the issue. I can imagine that at their own level they can usually pass those balls.
But it's a free kick,
and that's no disrespect to the level, by the way.
Well, that's going to be a throw-in to Radcliffe, and it's going to be O'Brien to take this throw-in. Just inside Wythenshawe's half. Throw-in taken, down the line it goes. And battling away there, and Ayubo does well.
He does do
very well. Very well indeed, but covering is Wilkinson.
Again.
Wilkinson plays it to Burton. Sliding challenge comes in from O'Brien. O'Brien now along the byline, crosses that ball in. Wythenshawe's got to be careful here, and a turn and a shot on goal. And wide it goes. I mean, Adams was a bit frustrated there. The ball wasn't played back, but I think Gravosti's entitled to turn and shoot where he was in the penalty area.
Yeah, he was there, and he's capable, isn't he? He's more than capable and confident to be able to do that sort of shot. He was facing away from goal and twisted, and did a 180 there. Could have been a 190, I don't know. To get his shot in.
We'll get the protractor out later, Roy.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, play forward, and Bianga and Adams plays it into the air. Boone's there. Wilkinson can't get to it. It's out to his left-hand side. Ayubo on the ball now. Ayubo into the penalty area on the left-hand side. Oh, he's putting it on his right foot. He's going to go for goal. It deflects a couple of times. And back with Wynne in the Wythenshawe Town goal.
I think he's done quite well since he's come on, Piggott.
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with him. He's sat in that gap on, shall I say, the attacking point. They call it a cam, don't they, nowadays? But he's done a good job there, supporting role.
Fan of FIFA, Roy?
No.
Okay. Anyway, down the left.
CDM to me still stands for Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Wythenshawe looking to defend this. Boone puts it out of play just before Evans could put the pressure on. It's going to be a throw-in. And 17 minutes left of this game. 3-0 the score to Radcliffe. Here's Adams now. Adams. And
well done,
Pickett there on the right-hand side. Crosses this ball in. Cleared there by Boone. And,
easy.
Yeah, here's O'Brien now. O'Brien out to the left-hand side. Oyibo on the ball. Oyibo does well. Beats the full-back. Crosses that ball in towards the near post. It deflects. And now Boone can bring the ball out. Palmer plays it infield. Bianga's there. And played forward. And Lowe has to flick it on. He's chasing his own ball. But Thornley's there covering. Thornley gets it back to McIntyre. Oh! And McIntyre misjudged that in a big way, and it's going to be a corner. Well,
was a mistake by the keeper there, McIntyre.
I mean, it was
misjudged.
It was at a pace, but not that much of a pace.
No,
he just misjudged it, didn't he?
Yeah, he misjudged the bounce, I think.
Well, it's going to be a corner to Wythenshawe, and you do feel that if they're going to get anything out of this final now, they need to score soon, don't they? 3-0 down at the moment, and a goal now would be very, very handy indeed for Wythenshawe Town, and it's going to be Roberts to take it from Wythenshawe's right. Oliver Roberts with this corner. In it comes towards the near post. It's cleared though, and that's a good clearance. Oyibo on the ball, and good covering there from Burton.
Ball into the box was flat. No purpose, straight into a defender.
Burton, long ball played over the top for Lowe to chase onto. Lowe now heading out towards the byline. He's got Thornley for company, and it's another corner to Wythenshawe. Well, Lowe is looking like he's going to be taking this one though. He leaves it again for Roberts, looking for a better corner this time, as Wilkinson and Boone make their way into the Radcliffe penalty area. Roberts with this corner, once again from Wythenshawe's right. In it comes, a better corner this time, flicked on the near post by a Radcliffe head. It's out of play. It's going to be a corner on the other side this time.
And they're having a go at it anyway, Wythenshawe Town. I mean, they're going man for man at the back here. You know, they don't have the covering
at the
player.
back, yeah. And it's going to be Dwyer to take this corner. On his right foot. Yeah, Palmer gets it. Palmer now. Palmer from the left, crosses this ball in, headed clear, and now it's 2-on-2 at the back, and Baines comes short and distributes it to Evans. Evans now over the halfway line, the right back playing on this left-hand side. Back it comes to Gravosti. Gravosti moving in field. Gravosti checks and plays it to Joyce. Joyce to Evans. Evans to Joyce, and here's Gravosti. Gravosti. Two Wythenshawe players for company, but Gravosti crosses that ball in, and is it kept in play? No, it's going to be a corner to Radcliffe. So into the last 14 minutes or so of this game, we're going to have another substitution for Radcliffe. Ewan Baines will be departing, and Stephen Carter will be joining us. Ewan Baines has had a good game, hasn't he, Roy?
Yeah, he's been a thorn in the two centre-backs' side, to be honest, all the way through it.
Well, Stephen Carter.
And at set plays...
comes on for this corner now, and...
at set plays, he's been a good target man for them as well.
So a corner to Radcliffe. Adams to take. In it comes. It's another good delivery, and well, goalkeeper and defender helped clear that one.
Wilkinson.
It's going to be another corner. I've been impressed with Wilkinson.
He's done well. He's done well.
It's Nicky Adams is going to be taking this corner once again. My goodness me, that is. I'll come back to this in a second. Corner ball In it comes from Radcliffe towards the back post area, headed back in towards the other far post, and now to the penalty spot. Shot comes in from Carter and just about cleared. In fact, it's gone out of play for a corner. Well, that was dangerous stuff there, Roy, but Wythenshawe got away with it. Thank you so much. Thank you. We've got coffees, everyone. We can stop being grumpy now. Thank you very much. Well, it's another corner. The set pieces were a really good outlet for Radcliffe in the first half, but it's another corner. Nicky Adams once again to take. In it comes on his right foot. Oh, it's punched clear on the back post by the goalkeeper. Bianga helps it forward as well, and now it's with Joyce. It's good press there from Dwyer, but back to the goalkeeper it goes. McIntyre now. McIntyre clears it forward. Boone's under it. Bianga heads it forward. Joyce. Ravosti, right. Gets the ball here to Parney. Out of play. It's going to be a throw in to Wythenshawe. Is it? Yes. Yeah. Right to take. Right gets the ball to Dwyer. Dwyer holds on to it. Turns. Loses out. Wins a free kick.
Yeah, a bit fortunate there, to be honest. I think he was pleading with the referee to give him a free kick there, and he got his wish.
So free kick to Wythenshawe. And it's going to be Oliver Roberts to take this. Into the last 11 minutes or so of this game. Can Wythenshawe Town get a goal back here? In it comes towards the back post area. Goalkeeper's under it.
Straight to the keeper.
Just need a bit more curl on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
But comfortable for McIntyre. Into the last 10 minutes of this game now. Radcliffe 3-0 up. Wright clears it. Can it be kept in play? It can. Parney's there. Right, we're a ball down the line for Dwyer to chase onto, and that's awkward for Smith. Smith did really well though, good defending, and cleared. Boone heads it back. Adams is there. First time ball forward, but Wynn is on the edge of his penalty area and retrieves possession. Boone, Roberts, back it goes to Wynn. Wynn to Wilkinson, who's put under a bit of pressure there, but back to Wynn. Wynn drives it into Radcliffe's half, but headed clear there by O'Brien. Roberts gets to it, to Burton. Burton now. Roberts holds on to it. Back it goes to Wilkinson. Bianga. Wilkinson played long. Good ball, headed clear there by Thornley. Palmer can't get to it. Joyce can. Boone takes it forward. Out to the left-hand side. Parney gets to it. Back to Wright. Played forward and defended. Thornley plays the ball over the top here, forcing Burton to turn. Burton, good defending. Wilkinson to Roberts.
Turn.
Wilkinson back on the ball. Bianga to Burton. Roberts looking for an option forward. Gets it. Low. Trying to find Dwyer there, but it's defended by Radcliffe, and here comes Adams now over the halfway line. Adams looks for the run there of Piggott. Piggott's on the ball. Piggott waits in for an option in the penalty area. He's got support here from Evans, but Parney's there. Gets the ball to Wright, and Wythenshawe bring the ball out. Parney down the line. Roberts, low, he's offside, and it's unfortunate that, because if he just kept his in line, it was a good ball forward that for the run, but he was offside. It is going to be another substitution for Radcliffe, and it's going to be Gravosti departing. He's had a good game, Roy, hasn't he?
He's had a quality game. He's done really, really well. He's made himself a target. He's taken on players. He's been at that back post for the goal as well. I think he's done really, really well. But I've also got to say, in this last 5 or 10 minutes, Wythenshawe have been playing possibly the best football that they've played all through the game. They've done really well.
Well, George Mercer is on. And here's Wilkinson now. Wilkinson towards Palmer, cleared. Burton's there. Burton, forward it comes. And Palmer is chasing that down, and he did bring it down really well, but Thornley was watching him all the way. And here's Joyce. Joyce out to Evans. Evans, first time ball forward, straight to Wright. Wright plays it to Roberts. Roberts back to Boone. Boone plays that ball forward towards Parney, but it's cleared. And Bianga's there. And
in a way, you could say that Wythenshawe have won this second half, you know, by not conceding further goals. And I think Bianga has been
definitely
one of the definite positives of this performance.
Here's Parney going to the byline, cross comes in, but cleared once again, but only as far as Dwyer on the left-hand side. Dwyer crosses that ball in, and this is tricky, and well, that's comfortable in the end for McIntyre. I thought he was going to spin a bit over his head there, but he judged it well, did the Radcliffe keeper.
Well, if you look at what Bianga's done, he's actually filled that hole that was wanting in the first half.
Definitely. Well, Boone's there. Bianga flicks it on. Dwyer helps it on its way. Looking for Parney, but good defending there by Evans, the right back for Radcliffe. McIntyre clears it. And well, it's a good ball from the goalkeeper.
Well done.
And eventually, Wilkinson and Boone there just help get out the way of that. Let's say. Here is Boone to Wilkinson. Bianga. First time ball play forward there by Roberts. Dwyer on the ball. Dwyer back in field to Boone.
Well done.
Boone leaves it for Wilkinson. Here's Burton. Burton back to Wilkinson. Burton back on the ball. Played down this right hand channel here for the run of Lowe. Thornley just pushed him out of the way, but I think the referee thinks that's a bit too much pushing unfortunately for Lowe, and it's a free kick.
A little bit of tit for tat there, wasn't it? You know, but like I say, they're causing a problem. They're knocking on the door. It'd be nice to see them score a consolation goal and, you know, see how the last few minutes panned itself out.
Well, into the last 4 minutes of this game now. Piggott helps it forward there. Wilkinson clears it. Picking the man of the match is going to be interesting, because it has been contrasting, the two halves.
I think overall, I think Gravoski has done really, really well. I think right up until the first whistle, right up until him going off, he's been a thorn in their side.
Roberts to Boone. Boone waiting. Boone playing makeshift left back, plays the ball long down the left hand side for Lowe to chase onto, but Smith is covering once again.
But you could also say Nicky Adams has been instrumental, in his passing. It's been meticulous in whether it's been short, supporting, or long passing. Well,
Darius Palmer is coming off, and Blake Norton. And at this point, it is looking like Radcliffe will be winning this game, but like you say, right, it'd be good to see Wythenshawe get a goal back.
Yeah,
if they can. Here's Bianga. Bianga there, going head to head with Mercer. And, Bianga plays the ball down the line there, and cleared by Radcliffe. Here's Adams. Bianga cuts it out. Back to Adams though. Adams infield to Carter. The substitute plays it out to the right hand side. Adams. It's a good pass considering his options. Here's Thornley. Thornley. Checks back. Here's Smith. Smith drives that ball down the right hand side. Looking for the run there of Mercer. But
Well
good
done.
defending from Jerome Wright.
It was. Just nursed it out of play.
Boone bringing the ball out of the penalty area. Plays it forward there, looking for the run of Parney. Headed clear. Out of play, it's going to be a throw-in. Taken, here's Wright. Wright now on the ball. Low. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer looking for this ball out to Burton, but Oyibo was there. And well, here comes Radcliffe. Oyibo infield to Joyce. Joyce forward it comes. Off the ball instant there, but referee says he's seen it and plays on.
Yeah, they had the advantage there, and they didn't make the most of it.
Boone back to Wynn. Wynn, best of clearances. Adams gets the ball to Carter. Here's Mercer. Mercer looking for the run of Carter there, but Boone's covering.
Well done. They have been a decent pairing as well, haven't they? Boone and Wilkinson.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know, they've done well.
Wilkinson bringing the ball out. Wilkinson. Apologies for any bad language you might have heard there. It's Roberts now.
It's emotions.
Yeah. Smith. Evans. Adams. Oh, Bianga. And Boone gets the ball back. Good turn there and trickery from Parney. Here's Wright. Wright plays the ball long. 3 minutes of added time here in this game. Referee's not interested in that incident there. And here's Joyce. Joyce got time to turn. And here comes O'Brien over the halfway line now. O'Brien. He's got Oyibo for support. O'Brien keeps the ball, plays the ball into the area. Cleared by Boone, only as far as Carter. Carter looking to go for goal from distance.
Keep it
Cleared. Wright's going to have to clear this.
Well
And
done.
does, he turns and clears. Jerome Wright, of course, was part of the team, the first FC United team to play here at Broadhurst Park when it first opened, the stadium.
Oops, steady.
And a good turn there by Dwyer. Dwyer over the halfway line. Percentage ball there into the penalty area, but McIntyre is there, just on the edge of his area.
He was getting nursed, shall we say, towards the byline and took the best option. Try and get it forward.
Oyibo under pressure from Bianga. Well, into the second minute of added time now, which the referees indicated they'll be free. And O'Brien going to take this. Down the line it goes. Flicked on there by Piggott. Boone under pressure, puts the ball out of play for a throw into Radcliffe. Well, Radcliffe will certainly have a spring in their step for that final round of fixtures of the regular season on Saturday to take on Nantwich in the race for the playoffs in the Northern Premier League. After tonight's game, Piggott and the referee not happy with that challenge. And it's going to be a free kick.
And we have to say, you know, to be honest, Radcliffe has shown a decent bit of talent in depth as well, haven't they? Because even the players that they've brought on have shown that they have certain qualities.
That's a volleyed pass there, let's say, by Smith, which Oyibo did really well to control, in all fairness. Here's Joyce now. Joyce. Joyce back to Smith. Here's Joyce back on the ball. Here's Adams. Adams out to the right hand side. Cross comes in. It's going to be straight to Wynn.
Oh.
Wynn rolls it out to Bianga. Bianga out to Burton. Sliding challenge there off the ball, but referees acknowledged it. And full time here at Broadhurst Park. And congratulations to Radcliffe, winners of this season's Frank Hanna Manchester FA Premier Cup. 3 goals to 0, the victors here against Wythenshawe Town. All 3 goals coming in the first half. Wythenshawe Town in the first half had their moments, including a penalty, which was saved well by Jack McIntyre. But those goals from Gravosti, Thornley and O'Brien made all the difference. And Radcliffe have won the Manchester Premier Cup for the 2nd time. Congratulations to Radcliffe, commiserations to Wythenshawe Town. But Roy, Wythenshawe in the second half, they've given it a good go. And I think on the balance of play though, Radcliffe deserved winners.
Oh, Radcliffe in the first half, they were what they were. There were 2 levels above them. And for all the huff and the puff and the heart and determination of Wythenshawe Town, the class and the method told when it came down to the football. What I would say is what we're looking at on the field, a little bit of, shall we say, unnecessary jubilation off the Radcliffe fans, and it's a shame that the 2 teams couldn't get together and congratulate one another, and off the entertainment that they've shown.
Bit of exuberance, let's say, but both sets of players now. Well, Wythenshawe going over to their fans to thank them for their support. We did say commiserations to Wythenshawe Town. I mean, they've still got promotion in their sights. Obviously, this is the Manchester FA YouTube channel. Got to be fair and balanced. They're competing with Avro for that 2nd spot in the counties. Big good luck to both teams this weekend for the final weekend of the season as Avro and Wythenshawe Town pursue that 2nd place. But that's where their attention's turned to now, Wythenshawe Town.
Definitely.
That game with Isle of Man on Saturday.
Well, what it is, it's the next game, isn't it? You know, that's what you do, you focus it on. And what we've got to say is that the second half performance of Wythenshawe Town was worthy. They came out with a draw against a team that was lying 2 divisions above them.
And one final mention for Wythenshawe Town as well, when we talk about performances. I mean, we've been big fans tonight of Gregory Wilkinson, Jordan Boone, the 2 centre-backs. I think have performed really well. I think Andreas Bianga, when he came on, was... I mean, you could argue, I mean, maybe Radcliffe were going down the gears a little bit at that point, but Bianga found the spaces and was certainly influential in Wythenshawe getting back into the game in the second half. As you said, Paul, Roy, I mean, it was 0-0 in that second half. But for Radcliffe, it was all about, I mean, the balls in towards the back post area were proving very, very difficult in that first half. But the goal of the game goes to Conor O'Brien just before the end of the first half. It was a fantastic finish.
Top 90 finish,
and
boom.
At 2-0, the team talk for Wythenshawe Town is a bit more optimistic. At 3-0, the way that goal went in as well, it kind of just, you know, that was a big blow, I'm going to suggest. And what a finish as well from the full-back.
Well, the thing is, you know, what you could say is at 2-0, they still had legs. When that goal went in the manner it went in, and the time it went in, it took the legs away from them, didn't it, just for that moment. And they had a half-time to reflect on it and maybe get themselves a little bit more focused. I did say, you know, I was thinking that there would be a substitution at half-time. It happened 5 minutes after half-time, but obviously they spotted exactly what I was looking at. You know, there was a gap in midfield that wasn't supporting forward into the forwards. But there again, you know, your forward, one of your forwards need to drop off to fill that little void up. Well, but at this moment in time, Radcliffe are over there. They've done a really good job
I mean, you
in
mentioned
tonight's final.
You mentioned Gravosti as your man of the match. I mean, Nicky Adams has been very influential in this game.
Yeah.
Luke Joyce has had a very understated game, but a very effective one as well.
Well, he
at number
marshalled
4.
in front of the central defenders, didn't he?
And Luca Navarro was Luca Navarro. I mean, he's a quality player, and he's shown it certainly in that first half. But congratulations to Radcliffe. They've got one game of the regular season left now, and that's on Saturday against Nantwich Town. And just a reminder of how that's all looking in the Northern Premier League. Hyde United, again, it's the Manchester FA YouTube channel. Big good luck to Hyde and to Radcliffe this weekend. But Hyde currently in that playoff spot, 66 points, plus 24 goal difference. Radcliffe, one position back outside the playoffs, 66 points, plus 7 goal difference. It's a big weekend. Hyde have got Warrington Town away. Radcliffe have got Nantwich away. For Radcliffe, they go in with a bit of a spring in the step.
Yeah.
It was looking a bit nervy for them in the last few weeks. The draw with Gainsborough certainly helped on Saturday, but this performance here is going to take Bobby Grant's team into that game in Cheshire with a bit of a spring in the step.
This will pick them up, yeah, definitely. They'll be on a high. What they need to do is, like I say, though, is focus on that next game. Don't be thinking of the silverware that they've won tonight. Think of what they can do next week, you know, on Saturday against Nantwich. And Nantwich won't be any pushover, you know, on their own midding. What I will say is also, I mean, we talk.
Nantwich need a win as well for survival as well, of course.
Well, what I will say also is that isn't it nice that we've really had no controversy, you know, in this game.
No.
You've seen two teams that are battling it out, but we also must say that the officials did very well as well throughout this game. They kept the game moving all the time.
3 bookings, I think.
And they were worthy bookings, weren't they? I mean, you could have said, like, you know, well, one of them could have been a warning or whatever, but they could have deserved a card, each and every one of them. But no controversy, like I say, even from the officials. It's been a quality game right the way through. And
just a mention, as Radcliffe players celebrating with their supporters there behind the goal to our left. But for Wythenshawe Town, we mentioned it already, they've got the Isle of Man this weekend. I mentioned the spring that Radcliffe will have. I think they can be encouraged by that second half performance. I mean, they can be encouraged by the whole cup run this year.
Yeah,
they've beaten Ashton United, they've beaten FC United.
Definitely.
They beat Bury, didn't they, in the first round. I mean, it's been a good run this, and we've got to remember, you know, they're an amateur side only 5 or so years ago. I mean, it's been this. It's certainly, when you go to Wythenshawe Town as well, it's a fantastic setup there. So we mentioned the springboard Radcliffe will have. I mean, this whole cup run in the Manchester Premier Cup for Wythenshawe Town, I'm imagining, will be of assistance for the journey that club's on. But Radcliffe are now making their way over to the trophy, and you mentioned it earlier. It's a marvellous cup that the winners of the Manchester Premier Cup get.
Well, to me, it's like I have a little bit of affliction or an affection, whichever one you wish to say, of nostalgia, and that looks like a proper old cup.
It's like the Rugby League Challenge Cup. It's like the old Division 1 trophy.
It is,
It's a fantastic piece of silverware. Radcliffe have only won it once before, and this could be a big season for Bobby Grant in his first full season as player manager. We've talked about it in the past, you know, the likes of Tom Greaves and Jody Banham, you know, successful strikers. You've got to make that decision at some point whether you take a step back from playing than that. And I think Bobby Grant has, you know, he's still technically a player manager, but this season thus far, I mean, it's shaping up like it could be an historic one for Radcliffe. We wait and see how the playoffs go in the Northern Premier League, but when it comes to silverware, they succeeded tonight.
The thing is, though, they're in the fight, and that's the main thing. You know, they put themselves in a good frame of mind to actually take on Nantwich on Saturday, and they'll be up for it. they'll be wanting it. They'll be wanting more success because they've tasted this a little bit here now. And Bobby Grant will
He's celebrating tonight.
he'll be enjoying himself, won't he? I should imagine that he won't over-enjoy and over-indulge. He'll keep focused because it is the next game that matters. And to be honest, it's more important.
Well, the trophy's being presented over on the far side. As you can see, you're getting a good view of the back of everyone's head. But we do have cameras over on the other side that they'll be putting as an after event into the edit. So you will get to see the trophy being lifted properly.
I think the officials have just had their medals or rewards, for being part of this game. And then the teams will be taking over next, I should imagine.
Well, the referees there, the officials getting their medals now.
And Bianga's got his little boy there with him going on the field. Great stuff.
Conor O'Brien is the official man of the match. I think that's a decent enough shout.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a few there that you could have picked. Like I say, we were stuck a little bit, wasn't we?
It was such a good goal, though.
But that was a sweet strike. That.
Well, I think probably Wythenshawe Town will be going up now for their runners-up medals. Jerome Wright,
there they go.
He's got 1 or 2 medals already at home.
He has. Yeah, I can still remember him at the age of 11.
He's had a brilliant career, Jerome Wright.
He hasn't non-league, and to be honest, it's really unfortunate that he couldn't have done it in pro.
But it's runners-up for Wythenshawe Town, but maybe the prospects of the playoffs, we wait and see in the Northwest Counties as they battle it out with Avro in the closing stages of the season. But as we said earlier, I mean, it's about, for Wythenshawe, it's a journey they've been on over the last 5 or 6 years, and that journey continues after tonight's game. But for Radcliffe, it's a piece of silverware, and we wait and see where this result takes them as they head towards the final weekend of the regular season in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. But they're going up now to receive their winners' medals. Big congratulations to Radcliffe. You mentioned Jerome Wright, obviously Rick Smith as well.
Yeah, Richard, yeah.
But Nicky Adams will be receiving the trophy in a second or two.
He's got a quality pedigree though as well, hasn't he, Nicky Adams?
Yes.
He's played at good levels, played in good teams, and in all those teams he's been instrumental, in their successes.
Well, he's certainly been influential in this game, Nicky Adams, the Radcliffe captain, and he'll be receiving his famous trophy in a second or two. As you can hear, the Radcliffe supporters getting ready for this moment.
Waiting for the fireworks to go off.
And well,
sound effects.
Radcliffe winners of the Frank Hanna Manchester FA Premier Cup for the 2022-23 season, and Nicky Adams receiving the trophy, and the champagne flies, and there's the trophy being lifted. Congratulations to Radcliffe, commiserations to Wythenshawe, but a brilliant game of football tonight here at Broadhurst Park. A big thank you, Roy Sewell, for joining me with his commentary.
Thanks, Ben.
It's been great working with you once again.
Yeah, and yourself. And
thank you to our production team here on the Manchester FA
Joe, Paul and Matt
YouTube channel.
Trio.
Hope you've enjoyed tonight's coverage. But we're going to leave you now with these scenes of jubilation here at North Manchester. Big thank you to FC United as well for hosting us this evening. But we're going to go now. We'll see you all very soon. You take care. Bye-bye.